Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where I declared a war last episode. Where was that? What war is this? I don't actually remember. Oh yes, it's a vassalization war up here. That's right. Okay, apparently my microphone arm is going to yell at me a bit, but that's fine. We'll raise up our troops up here, and in we go just as soon as we can. We're just waiting on men-at-arms at this point. We'll see how much we end up with here. Yeah, that's quite a lot. Is that more than we need? It probably is. That's probably substantially more than we need, right? Oh yeah, that's way more than we need. So we're going to actually not do that. We're going to manually do this. I do not trust this game to split the armies appropriately. We'll just have something like 15k. We'll get rid of these guys, and in we go. Fantastic. It, of course, wants to try to split the armies as evenly as possible, and I didn't want it split evenly. I wanted it to be pretty lopsided, so we will head on into this capital over here. These guys, they're running all the way down here. We kind of don't care about that. I think that's okay. We're going to siege this incredibly quickly over here, and that is done now, and actually, that's the war over. That was really easy. Well, that vassalization happened. Fantastic. I also went around off camera and built a few more cities in a few locations that I found that didn't have cities built in them. So, of course, that is something that I would like to continue. There's a couple of cities over here that could be built. Here and, well, once we have the gold here. Well, let's go ahead and ransom off some prisoners if we can. We actually can't. Okay. That's slightly shocking that we can't, but not tremendously, I suppose. New diplomacy lifestyle perk. And I think we are going to grab firm hand. More prestige, thank you very much. I would like to vassalize this guy. That would cost 600? Okay. In fact, there's quite a bit of cleanup over here that I'd like to do. But if I recall correctly, we can, at this point... Are we one county away from this Empire of Rajasthan? No, we have it. We are just lacking the gold. Okay, sounds perfect. So we're just going to wait on that then. That was what, 500, I believe? 600 gold, 500 prestige. Now, we don't have the prestige at this moment. So we're going to host a feast for the prestige. And that'll get us some level of prestige anyway. Unfortunately, it's not as much as we need, but it'll get us up there a bit. And we can make some titles as well. Let's go ahead and make this duchy, and that will belong... Oh, hello. No. Okay. There we go. I think I clicked on the wrong thing over there, but it's fine. I'm sure there will be no problem here. We don't have 300 gold. That is accurate. We don't. We're going to spend 75 prestige on that. That's okay. We can make more prestige. We are going to... Is this guy not in our realm? He is not in our realm. Okay, so it'll go to this guy instead. We'll grant him the Raj over here. Fantastic. And is he now willing to convert? Yes, he is. Let's go ahead and give that a go. Fantastic. What a good evening. Okay, and at this point, we can create the Empire of Rajasthan as soon as we have the gold. Just waiting on that to come in a moment here. Until next time. Fantastic. Boom. Rajasthan has been created. Now, does that mean that we have de jure claims on these guys? Yes, indeed it does. We can do de jure county claims. And that is wonderful. Yes, we will ransom this guy. Fantastic. Can we do any other ransomings currently? Not currently. Okay. Sounds good. So the question now becomes, what else do we need for this? The correct answer is, we need to completely control Rajasthan and the Bengal Empire. And we need to have our level of devotion be religious icon or above. There's an imposter. Well, that's no good. We are reclusive, and we'll use that to deal with it. There was an imposter, but it was because our friend died. Sure. That was the reason we thought there was an imposter. So, we're going to need to fully control the Bengal Empire. Looking at this over here, that means that all we need is this and this. We can very easily do a forced vassalization here. And that is exactly what we'll do. So we will go ahead and raise up our troops here, since it is adjacent to their capital. And we're going to go in over here as soon as we can. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get out of here. Now, this is going to take some time for our men-at-arms to get here. But they should be here pretty shortly. In theory. There they are. Okay, we're losing a little bit of money right now, but I'm okay with that. We're just going to siege this down quick, and that should get us the majority of our war score. I don't think it's going to get us all of it unless we get a good capture here. Yeah, 47%. Okay, that'll do. That will absolutely do. And then we'll go after this guy, clean up some of this territory. We'll need to get this fully under our control, which will mean that we're going to need to fight these guys a little bit, I think. Actually, yes, we will need to fight them a little bit. Not much, though. It's all good. We've managed to sway this guy a little bit, and we wanted to demand conversion of him. We have a 76% chance now. Let's give that a go. We're still not going to bargain for his soul. We failed that roll twice now. That's unfortunate. But we're just going to come up here, fight these guys. This will, of course, put an end to this particular war. And then we'll attack this guy here. And this is all going up into Tibet up here. We're going to work on conquering this territory up this way for sure. But for now, let's put an end to this war. Okay, let's put an end to this war. There we go. Fantastic. Disband these troops. Yeah, there's definitely a few border gore issues over here, but we'll deal with that a little later on. We're going to need to... Wait, this guy would actually almost become our vassal. He's a different faith, but he's incredibly close here. If we send him a gift, he would accept on low feudal obligations, and we'll accept that. Fantastic. So he is now in our realm. Anybody else that would accept vassalization? Well, we can transfer this guy around. That's something that we should do. We can ransom some prisoners at this point, and that's also something that we should do. Helps if we're on the right tab for that. Fantastic. So this guy, well, this lady actually. How far away are you? 58 reasons? That's quite a number of reasons. However, was that the entire Bengal Empire under our control? Yes, it was. We will need to take this over for Rajastan. How close are we here? 45 reasons away. That is a number of reasons. We're going to start swaying him. We're going to send 101 opinion for this gift. Okay, that's not bad. That's only 10 reasons away. We can get him integrated peacefully, and I like that option. Okay, so we're going to work on that. What about this guy? 85 opinion? Do it. Still minus 40 on him. I should have checked that. It's because we're not his rightful liege. But we do have a de jure claim. So we'll press the de jure claim. Sending that money was definitely a waste, but it's not like we're short on money, right? We're completely fine on that front. We're going to raise up our troops here. He's only got 1,000 troops. Okay, that's entertaining. To be sure. Just waiting on men-at-arms. There's no point in heading up there without the men-at-arms because we will siege so much faster with them. Any moment now, men-at-arms. There they are. Okay. This will be an exceptionally quick war. I'm not going to bother putting down troops. Fantastic. So we'll take this out. No problem. Get this border gore cleaned up a little bit. And that siege will finish up shortly. Now, as far as this goes over here, that's a lot of reasons. I think we're going to have to fight her. That's okay. We can definitely do that. So we'll enforce these demands, and we'll ransom off any prisoners that we can. Hello, pause menu. We'll disband our troops, and we will go ahead and declare here for a de jure claim on this county. Fantastic. And we're just trying to clean up our borders a bit here. And we're succeeding. Very, very tremendously on cleaning up our borders. And then we'll focus on getting Rajastan completely under control. Of course, we're going to need these guys over here for that, but I do want to get this guy into the fold here. He only needs 10 more reasons. Okay, let's just get up there. No big deal there. 71% chance on this sway. We could try to do something like this. I don't think that'd be useful, but there's some sort of alliance that way, potentially. But I don't think that would ultimately be all that useful. I think we just wait on this sway. It should be fine. And of course, that will clean up this one province. Fantastic. And we can change this person's contract. We'll bump him up to high taxes. Wonderful. And a ransom, sure. So, are we good on the Bengal Empire now? I believe we are. We can double check that by going into here. Yes, we completely control the Bengal Empire. Now, as far as the piety goes, that's probably going to be a next life thing, if I'm honest. We're going to need to deal with this guy. Done. Okay. There we go. We need a new marshal, and honestly, I don't think this guy will do. This guy will do. He's much better at the job. We're now ill. We should be okay. Yeah, we'll be fine here. We're 32. Should be just fine. Throw him in jail. Perfect. We can create some kingdoms. Not that I'm that interested in doing that. What I'm most interested in right now is getting additional Rajasthani holdings. So that means that we need Garhwal here. This guy's really far away from accepting vassalization, so we're just going to take his Stakana de jure. And we're going to raise all here. Perfect. In we go as soon as our men-at-arms show up. Once again, this will be a super short war. Who is this? I have no idea who this is. We all have our shortcomings. Okay, so we have about 30k troops here. We're just waiting on the men-at-arms. There they are. In we go. Fantastic. Absolutely no problem here. He never had a chance. This was always going to work for us. And now that we have forced vassalization CVs, we can really roll this as quick as we want. As quick or as slow as we want. We'll take more prestige per night. Although, at this point, we should probably think about switching over to Theologian. Switch to Theology focus for that extra faith, and try to work our way up the faith tree. If we're going to try that, then we should probably go on a pilgrimage once we're no longer at war here. We'll enforce those demands, disband our troops. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and go on that pilgrimage. And we are going to go on the most expensive one. Fantastic. It's time to depart. Okay, so we still need a couple of locations over here. Indeed. A forced vassalization on this guy would be ideal. We'll spend 300 gold on a guide. Now, if we do this before we're back, will that cancel our current trip, our pilgrimage? We may want to wait until our pilgrimage is over. We have done a lot of conquering in the last little while. Like, so far this episode, we've really expanded our borders quite a lot. Pilgrimage will be delayed, but we'll gain 300 experience and lose 12 stress. We'll take that. So we're currently gaining 2.14 per month, and we're on our way up towards Paragon of Virtue. Of course, we need to be a religious icon, which is even higher than that. Out of curiosity, what all do we have available here? Religious icon there. Monthly piety per night. Level of devotion impact. Monthly piety. So no actual events here become unlocked in the way that we don't get a decision to increase our piety, unfortunately. But that's okay. We can definitely work on that. So how much longer on this pilgrimage? Well, it's going to be a while. This guy endorses us. He is our new realm priest, I believe? Yes. And we should probably sway him. I want to check to see if this guy is effectively swayed. He actually is, but we need another sway there. Okay. Well, that's going to be a little bit rough. We'll just have to wait for this sway to finish up in approximately 9 months. And there we go, 625 faith, and we gain the trait Pilgrim, giving us 10% additional monthly piety. Not too bad. We will take that. What's going on over here? I'm not sure what this is. Okay. Well, we definitely want to fight them for this location, of course. That is one of the locations that we need. And we are back from our pilgrimage. Perfect. There's apparently a Liberty faction brewing up. We're no longer ill. And honestly, I think that we will just do something like this. Fantastic. No more Liberty faction. There we go. And we want to subjugate this guy, or more specifically, we want to force vassalize this guy. That's a lot of required prestige. Ah. Yes, this would be happening around now, wouldn't it? Word has reached me that a new leader has risen up among the barbarian tribes of the distant steppes. This Kagan Temujin has declared himself the ruler of the universe, Genghis Khan, and has sworn to conquer the entire world. He's not the first to make that threat, but the story goes that the Kagan rides at the head of a horde of invincible horsemen that cannot be killed. I doubt he'll get very far. Okay, so this is going to be something that will affect us. Now, I think we're powerful enough to deal with it. Previously, we've always played in locations that the Mongols never really affected. But here, we're likely to run into the Mongols. That's okay. So we're going to definitely create our duchies here. We'll create this title for 300 prestige. And that goes to this guy. We'll grant him this Raj. And then we'll demand his conversion. 100% chance. Fantastic. Next up, we'll create this duchy. There we go. And we'll grant that to this lady. No, I'm not going to attend your feast. And then we'll demand her conversion as well. But I think she wants territory, or rather, vassals from us. Yeah, we'll grant that out. What does she want from us? She wants Stikhanas. I don't think there are ours to give, though. I'm going to send her a gift. 195 gold for 92 opinion. That'll do the trick, and then we will demand her conversion. Perfect. And this duchy will need to be created as well. And we will put that in right here. We'll grant that to this guy. Wonderful. Do we need to convert him? No, we don't. Okay, sounds great. And then we're going to create these kingdoms. We'll create this one here. That belongs de jure here, which is not within our territory. So we'll give it to this person instead. She's already super happy with us. Maybe we should give it to, say, this guy because he's the wrong religion, and it'll allow us to demand his conversion. Demand his conversion. There we go. And we'll transfer the Raja in. Perfect. And now the Kingdom of Himalaya. That goes here. And that guy is not our vassal yet. He will be. So I'm going to hold off on handing that out for the moment. We're only about 2 months on this sway. We have discovered a scheme where people are trying to murder us. That's not great, but I guess it's to be expected. We've been making some pretty major power moves the last little while here. Approximately 2 months. Any moment now. I'm going to bump it up to speed 4. We managed to sway him. Perfect. And now he'll accept. There we go. And then we're going to make him be the king of Himalaya. And we're going to ask him to convert. Which he will do. There we go. Perfect. We need a new marshal, and you will do. And we can grant some vassals to rightful lieges. Which we will also do. Perfect. That gives us the prestige that we need. I want to check up here. Not seeing any Mongolian effects just yet. Okay. So we're going to declare on this guy forced vassalization. He holds too many counties. I suppose he would. So we're going to declare on this guy forced vassalization. Hello. Why are these guys hostile to us? Ah, because we declared on this guy. Sure. Well, we're going to go ahead and raise up our troops, I think, here. And as soon as our men-at-arms show up, we'll head on in. This should be a pretty quick war. This guy will have to carve up a bit first, I guess. And we don't necessarily care about the holdings out here. So that'll be fine. There's our men-at-arms, and in we go. Definitely not seeing anyone from the Mongols just yet. Yep. Not just yet, but we will. We definitely will. Excellent. We got 300 devotion for that as well. For purposes of gaining devotion, we should probably be attacking Islam over here and just doing whatever we can. Like, fighting whatever battles we can against people of other faiths. Not just Islam. I mean, any other faiths that are around us would be fine. So yeah, that'll work. We just happen to have a border with some decent Islamic neighbors, so. Okay, we'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Fantastic. What do we need now from Rajasthan? We're very close. So we need this up here, which technically also includes these guys, which we would be able to force vassalize. We'll go ahead and do that. And we will, of course, raise up our troops right up over here. Wonderful. It is, however, about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will finish grabbing all of Rajasthan and try to work up our level of devotion. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.